Hello? Bonjour? Guten Tag? How are we doing? Any lurkers going to try and steal first check-in? I mean, it might be one of the quiet starts, Billy. It might be completely uncontested. Who's to say? If anything, you might be able to just completely take your time with it. Completely take your time with it. Just completely hands off the wheel, kick back, relax, chill. See? Stu isn't even going for first. Isn't even going for first. How we doing? Hi everyone. How we doing? Welcome in. Let's get started or whatever. Let's go. Hey, nice. Dust was there. Dust was lurking in the shadows. It's true. Crow sweeping in with the third. Swooping in with the third, of course. Of course. Crow, I understand. I get it. Had a cool line you were going to say. That's tough. That's tough. Nah, it's always difficult looking at Arnold when he's sat there teeing up his cool one-liner, and then he misses the moment, and then he's just kind of standing there backstage, just like, I can't go out now. It's embarrassing. I can't say it's nice to meet you, like, because the moment has passed. The volcano's already erupted. It's not icy anymore. Frick. And again, how can it be stealing when it belongs to me? Oh, glorious. That would have been so good. Would have been so good. Logic. Good day. How we doing? How's everyone's weekend? Hope everyone's doing well. I am, as the kids say, riggedy wrecked with a W-R-E-C-K-T. Or is there a C? W-R-E-K-T, I think. I'm completely gone. Just absolute devastation. Oh, good lord. Played Kick-Ass D&D? Hell yeah. I ran supposedly Kick-Ass D&D, but it's like it it took everything out of the engine. It took everything out of the engine. I've just been going through the paces over the last couple of days, just recouping. I forgot how intense having to run something is. Like, running a one-shot is fine because it's like, whatever, you're running the session, who cares? Like, they blow up the building, they blow up the town, whatever. Ramifications don't mean anything. Knock-on effects are meaningless, nothing happens, logic falls down into the pit. But running the first session of a campaign, it was just way more mentally and emotionally taxing because there are just so many like things in the air at the same time that I'm thinking of in any given moment, and then also on top of that, the players do something and they're like, think fast, and I have to kind of work with it, yes, and it, but then also keep everything else into consideration. It's I don't know, it mentally boomed me, but it's good. It's good to be back. Need to go get breakfast. Maybe see you later. And, thank you for stopping in to snag a second. Hope you're doing well, Dust. You need to deal with the consequences of making yourself a big fairy target. I mean, that's the fun bit. That's the fun bit. It's way more exciting than just like, and then nothing happened, you know? You've been good, but it's been snowstorming here, so I haven't done much. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I anticipate that it would be similar And so when we get heat waves here, where if it's like a 45-degree day, you're not doing much. You're not doing much. Hollering as you fall into the pit. What's the plan today? Well, logic. As you topple, the plan for today is to do another study. I took a little bit of a break from studies as I did the illustration for last month, but wanting to do a couple more now. I'll be announcing a little bit later this stream what the theme for this month is, but I won't work on it for another week or so, because I'd like to get a couple of studies done first. What are we studying? Probably more buildings. I need more under my wing. In my repertoire is probably a better way of putting it. I need a couple more in my repertoire, a couple more vibes. I won't really be comfortable until I've done about 10, and I'm sitting currently at 4, I think. So a little while to go of just streetscapes and stuff. I tend to find sticking to the one subject material helps me to focus on the particular skills and elements that are in that set. Whereas if I'm doing a couple here, a couple there, a couple of studies of trees, a couple of studies of wombats, a couple of studies of airplanes, a couple of at that point it kind of it scrambles a couple of things in my head as to what means what. Whereas if I go boom, 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 and do a bunch in a row of a particular style, it helps to enforce and reinforce the skills that I'm learning along the way. No, you haven't missed the new theme. I swears it. How are we doing, by the way? How was our weekend? In terms of a warm-up, I have seen a warm-up online recently that looked quite tantalizing, and I wanted to give it a go. I know that my lines are just incredibly iconic, but I have been introduced to this concept of ribbons, and I want to give it a go. So that's what we'll be doing for the warm-up today, and then we'll get into the actual building studies themselves. But yes, so did D&D on Saturday. And then my energy just tanked after that. I didn't do literally nothing on Sunday. I was just a starfish on the floor. Literally, I jumped into Fire's chat for a couple of hours on Sunday. She asked, "Oh, Bahali, you big a starfish today after D&D?" I went, "Yeah, 100%. Just a log on the floor." It's one of those things where I need to build up stamina with it again. Very tired. Family's car broke down in Melbourne, so you're on the train for 10.5 hours. Oof. Then back to work today. First day of trying to hit 10,000 steps every workday. 10,000 steps every workday. Is part of your commute to work, does that involve a big chunk of those steps? Or are you having to find time outside of work hours to kind of fill that quota? Because that's intense if that's the case. Okay. Ribbons. Let's do something like this. That. Let's give these ribbons a go. See what all the fuss is about. If it isn't Machiavelli, don't try and make me out into some sort of Machiavellian character. How you doing, Digi? How was your weekend? the most steps you'd usually get in your normal commute is about 4,000 steps, but there's also the most walking you get usually. So today you just got off the train early and walked the rest of the way home. Weather was fine enough to get away with it today. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, yeah, I get what you mean. Like finding a way to kind of weave it into your day. That's cool. Means that you're not having to like go do dedicated workouts time, you know? Like, oh, I haven't gotten my cardio in for the week, so I'm going to go do running. It's a more organic way of incorporating it. That's cool. Had a delicious burger and fries to end it. Ooh, yum. This is the modern age, though. This is the modern age. You can't just say burger. What kind of burger are we talking? This like your classic American cheeseburger, or is this kind of like chicken burgers, a shrimp burger? There's like the pasta burgers that you can have now. Oh god, there are so many. Currently at 11,000 steps. So you think tomorrow you'll get home, then walk what you need after a snack or something? Yeah. Okay. So you've overperformed by 1,000 steps. I mean, hey, you've got a good gauge of it now, then. Wifey time, check in later? Yeah, all good, all good. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Given a mushroom burger recipe that looked pretty good. Yeah. I've also recently been introduced to cauliflower burgers as well. I say recently, last year. Last year I was introduced to cauliflower burgers. Ooh, in for a good time. Turns out you can burgerify most things. And most things are very tasty. Cheeseburger with bacon, lettuce, tomato, onion, and good classic. Good classic burger. I like. Okay. Hep. So in theory now, we should be able to shade this ribbon and give it a bit of form. Should be easy enough to do. I'm going to be doing some very simple animations for the game jam, but still very excited to see how it goes. So I did hear that you were looking for anybody who's done game dev stuff before. I did not know that you were part of a game jam. That's heckin' sick. That's awesome. What software are you using for the animation? That's awesome. Lucky number 7, Squid. Lucky number 7. Notification went off to say you reached it, but that's when you realize you still had to walk the rest of the way home. The logic was intense. I mean, it's good though. It's good because it's one of those things where you eyeball it and you go, it's probably like 10,000 steps to make this kind of distance. It's another thing entirely to actually confirm it with your own eyes. And now that you do have that example in front of you, you can now gauge things a little bit more accurately. You can be like, okay, I have tracked 10,000 steps. I know what it takes. I'm familiar with the distance now, like very intuitively. So if you know like, hey, I've got to do another 2,000 steps for today, you know a little bit more in your bones what that distance looks like and kind of what destination you need to head to in order to do it. Obviously, you can sit there with your phone and be like, hey, I want to travel from here to here. How many steps is it? And your phone can tell you or whatever. But I don't know. There's something empowering about knowing very accurately that like I can go from here to here and it's going to take this many steps, or like around about this many steps. Technology makes everything faster, but not necessarily better, you know? Can't have the machines thinking for us all the time. Just doing 2D animations, so still Procreate. It's only a week, so no time to really dig in. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But I mean, you're super quick with the with completing little concepts. So I reckon you'll absolutely flourish in the environment. That's sick. Is this an in-person game jam or an online one? New prompt for this month or not yet? No, not yet. I was going to wait for a little bit longer and then I'll let everybody know. Pluck the Goblin plays a song of unlocking upon his pan flute and attempts to secret within the second story window of the tavern. Unfortunately, Pluck. Unfortunately. The string is out of tune. So you play the instrument, you try for the window with confidence, but there's a moment of hesitation where it dawns on you like, wait, I played one thing and I received something else entirely. And the locked clasp of the window kind of confirms it, that your lyre is currently severely out of tune. That's tough. Get raided. Hi Kiwi, how you doing? Welcome in. Hi. Hi. How you doing? Welcome in. How'd you go? How was stream? Hi PB, how you doing? Dorito, Kiwi, Bitskit, incredible. Tavo, hi. Dreaming, hi, welcome in. Bitskit, running, thank you for the follows, welcome in. How you doing? Welcome to the tavern. Doing art and yapping. So le classique. Dreaming, King, thank you for the follows. Thank you. Welcome to the tavern. I'm just getting absolutely bamboozled by all these love hearts. My eyes. Kiwi, if you've got any artwork that you'd like to share, I would love to see either any work in progresses or pieces that you're proud of that you'd like to show, something that you've completed recently, anything like that. Links are completely available either directly in the chat or the Discord, whatever works for you. I would love to receive a bit of art tax on my end. But yes, if you haven't met me before, hi, I'm Harley. I'm a fantasy illustrator. So I do scenes, landscapes, portraits, character work, this kind of thing. If you like this kind of stuff, you might like it around here. We're currently just doing a little bit of warming up because we've literally just started stream. And as you've said, Kiwi, arting and yapping. I've been yapping non-stop basically since the start. Look like I belong in Claire Obscura 33. Thank you. I've just stepped out actually. I spent the weekend there. Not true. I haven't played it yet, but I've heard really good things. Really good things. You get most of your art from? I have art quests. I do. Actually, speaking of, I believe PB just inquired about the art quest that's on at the moment. But before we get to that, you're making this emote. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh my god. Incredible. Incredible. That's sick. That's so good. I struggle with emotes. I struggle with emotes because I sit there pouring all of this time, attention, and detail into this tiny thing, and then you zoom out and it's all gone. The gift, the absolute skill that it takes to create really effective imagery, just at a glance, is beyond me. I'm not capable of it yet. But this is absolutely sick. And then I promise you that if I zoom out, yeah, no, it's readable all the way down. Readable all the way down. That's incredible. Really good job. I love how much expression that you've been able to pile into it. Even just the hair kind of puffing up with the exertion. It's just incredible. So good. Super clean. Emotes are a struggle. Emotes are a struggle, especially for me, especially little on my Harley. I have notifications on, so when I do play it, I can be there to see what I'm seeing. Well, maybe not Clair Obscura, but we are currently in discussions as to what my next game is going to be, and I believe, don't hold me to this because I don't know 100% yet, but I believe it's going to be Subnautica. I have a fear of the ocean. My community very much so knows this about me. So it'll be interesting to see me butt heads with that particular slice of cheesecake. But yes, PB. Okay. PB. You look over to the other side of the tavern and you see that there is a dagger embedded in the wall. Underneath it, a piece of parchment that has been there for some time. People have been avoiding it, not out of neglect, but potentially out of fear for what this quest might hold. But brazenly, you approach it with confidence, rip it from beneath the dagger, and you pull up the quest and read. Jam the Bard is wanting something that lives in the fractured seas. You have 3 challenges that you can pick from. Challenge 1 is style. Realism, as realistic as you can possibly get it. So that's the first challenge. Second challenge that you can potentially pick, technique, so you can depict it from a bird's eye view. Or the third thing, it might be their birthday, so just in case, gift wrap it. Okay, cool. You have depict something from the fractured seas, either realistically, from a bird's eye view, or gift wrap it. Which of the 3? Realism, bird's eye view, or gift wrap it? Detail? You'd like to gift wrap it? Hell yeah. Okay. With that, you grab the quill, you scrawl your name at the bottom of the parchment, and you've embarked on the quest. Good luck, adventurer. You have this in the bag, I reckon. You got the skills to pay the bills. Actually, one of the main reasons why you're saying that I'm Claire 33. I thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. You get to do it tomorrow? Yeah, all good. All good. Shampoo. Requesting the power to be able to draw. Why didn't... That's weird. Why was there no sound? A curse. There it is. Thank you for 5 months. It's been 5 months already. That is insane. That's insane. Thank you for the prime. Bam. Granted. The ability to draw. The ability to draw. Actually, so much so, Shampoo, that I will... This is probably as good a time as any. The drawing prompt, the art prompt, the monthly art fair prompt for January. Here we go. Are you ready? For all those who are interested in joining in on the art challenge for this month, this won't surprise many of you because it rolls off the tongue. It's so natural, it's so expected. You're just going to anticipate what the prompt is, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. You're going to roll your eyes at how obvious it is, but brace yourselves. The prompt for January is just sleepuary. I told you it was an obvious one. It's an obvious one, but yeah, no. See, like, you were all anticipating it, but what do you mean? What do you mean, huh? It makes perfect sense. I reckon any of you would be able to tell me exactly what I meant by it. Telling you to go to bed since it's 1 a.m. Yeah. Can I spell it or write it? Oh, yeah. Is it so confusing? Is it? Obviously. Okay, come on. So, we all know how to spell January, right? We've got a J. January, right? God, let's get rid of the correction on the brush. It's making it a little bit tough. So you got January, right? Just grab this, bump it over here, and just railroad the word sleep into the middle. Just sleep. Get rid of the N as well, I suppose. Just sleepuary. It's perfect. It's beautiful. Just sleepuary. Exactly. Actually, oh, that's fantastic. Actually, I have just decided. Just sleepuary, as in like just sleep. Just go to bed. You just sleep. You're weary. Exactly. See? Other people get it. I don't need to explain myself. It makes perfect sense. Gonna go to sleep? Yeah. PB, enjoy. Rest up, bud. Thanks for stopping by. Look after yourself. Does the council know about this? The council can't contain me, okay? I'm a rabid animal. Many moons ago, I've bitten off the leash with which contains me within the halls. I'm on a roll. Who is Yuri and why am I telling him to sleep? Well, here's kind of how it came about. I get mad sleepy during January because December tends to be quite full on with family, occasions, a whole bunch of piled on commitments, trying to cram before the end of the year. January completely knocks me out, and I tend to be just like a weird sloth of a being, sloth of a human, for the entire month. So my thought was just like cozy sleepy times for the month. Why not? I've immediately got something in mind that I want to paint for it as well. I was sleepy while writing the prompt. You're not wrong. You're not like, I mean, it's... With a 19, you can have the editing council review this for approval. Can't stop me. You can't stop me. I've unlimited power. How about just not you wearing? I've locked it in. I've locked it in already. It's too late. You can't. I'm a train on a roll. Okay. There's not enough stopping power in the world to stop my momentum. Don't think the tavern has an editing council, nor the money to hire an editing council. It's true. I'm a rogue agent without any sort of governing body. What about Nat Puree? That does have a good ring to it. Yeah, I could shift it. Okay. So we're not changing the actual theme of it, but are you telling me that it's not satisfying to say? What was it again? You're telling me that it's not satisfying to say just sleepuary? Is that not? Is it? Okay. All right. Napuary. We can shift it. I didn't forget. I did. Oh no, Crow. It's tough. Crow, it's tough. Rolling a 2, we all have it. We all enjoy a rolled 2 every now and again. Them's the breaks. Them's the breaks. Good morning. Astra, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How was your weekend? Zuary? Snapuary. I like Napuary. Napuary rolls off the tongue. A lot more flow to it. Cleaning the kitchen. How are we all? Yeah, doing well. I'm completely wrecked after the weekend. I spent Saturday preparing for a D&D session. First D&D session of a campaign. I then ran the session in the evening. Then spent the entirety of Sunday recovering from running the first session of a campaign. And then today I've just been a zombie. I've just been a zombie all of today, just stumbling around, doing all my commitments. Like, I technically did everything that I needed to today, but like, my God. Gonna lurk around, gonna play some Unbeatable. Yeah, no stress, enjoy. You're tired, but if you sleep, who will eat this donut? It's tough. A very important responsibility that you have set on your shoulders. It's your most rolled number in D&D, to be honest. Yeah, I just finished a campaign that went for about a year and a half. And I think the average roll for Dev was 4, I think it was about a 4. The amount of times I just rolled incredibly low. What about just forget about January? I've heard that quite a few people dislike January for different reasons. I know that people like YouTube content creators claim that January is when like the AdSense or whatever is at its lowest, as well as like a lot of people tune out during January for whatever reason. And then I also know in terms of like real life people that January is just again an incredibly slow start because you've had December, Christmas, New Year basically of chilling with family, friends, hanging out, partying, whatever, and then it's back to school, work, whatever, in January. So I get it. I actually quite like January. I kind of like January because it's kind of chill in comparison to, because what, October, you're kind of leaning into your Halloweens, getting into Thanksgiving whenever that is. Not that I celebrate, but like in terms of the general vibe online, leading into, and then as soon as Halloween's finished, it's basically Christmas. It's basically Christmas directly afterwards. January, heckin' chill. You heckin' chill the entire time. It's great. No commitments, responsibilities. You're just having a good time. Your country decided to start the new year with a crime, or for some ancient dino juice. Yeah, it is tax month though. Yeah, I mean, that's true. At least it's not the end of the financial year or anything like that too hectic. You rolled to put me in the pit? Okay. Contested roll. Here we go. So you've rolled a 13 to grapple me into the pit. Ooh, successfully so. To the pit with me. Does a thing happen when people subscribe, like a notification of some kind, asking for a friend? If you subscribe, the notification only comes up if you click like the share thing that comes up afterwards. Above the chat, it should have like, oh, congratulations, you have subscribed. Would you like to share the fact that you've subscribed? And once you click on that and send that through, that's when the notification comes up. Otherwise, it's considered anonymous. It just kind of goes under the radar. You fiend, Bestow, you fiend. You can't hear any of my complaints, by the way, because I'm in the pit. You do have an anime convention on the 23rd. That's exciting. I don't have anything really teed up until like March in terms of going to events and stuff. So I'm gonna be coasting for a little while. In the best of ways. Allow me to be my best sloth self. Is it exciting? Is it? You're an artist in Artist Alley, not an attendee. I mean, there's still enjoyment to be had, surely. You get to meet people. You get to see a bunch of really cool art. It is stressful. People, yeah, I know. As soon as I said it, it dawned on me that I'm amongst fellow introverts. Definitely didn't subscribe. Loud winking. Your secret is safe with me. Don't know why you do this. Meeting people is the worst. But that's not always the case. Surely that's not always the case. Surely you meet some people and you're like, that person was really cool, or that person was into similar stuff to me, or that person had like a really sick t-shirt on and I got to find out where they got it from. Just little things like that. Surely there are just little gifts along the way. Nope. Deary dear. Gonna explain the Pacific Union train line to people? Please do. Please do. Money, gold, schemes, vengeance. Vengeance? Hell yeah. That's sounding very similar to my to my D&D pitch that I gave my players. There's more of a dip there. Yes, there is. Maybe not that much. Whoop. Really big fan of listing both money and gold. Oh, as just counting it? What did you do today, Baron? Well, I was sitting at my dining table, in my dining room dedicated to the dining table, the hall, I like to refer to it as, and I counted my bags of gold. Anybody counting bags of gold? Probably a villain. Like, I don't think I've seen a movie where somebody has been sitting in a hall counting gold and it's not been a villain. Speaking of mechanical modes of transportation, you have to be at the airport in 6 hours. If you got to be at the airport in 6 hours, when are you going to sleep? When are you going to sleep? Or is the plan to stay awake, get on the plane, then sleep? Want gold coins so you can sit at the sit in a tub full of gold like Scrooge? Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun. Probably not swimming. Probably not swimming in gold, because that sounds maybe like the worst thing ever. I can't imagine a scenario where I'm swimming through gold and I'm having the best time. That sounds like it does just your poor fingertips, you know, breaking the surface. I don't know, just heckin' painful. But just sitting in a tub, I don't know. It feels similar to a weighted blanket, I'm sure, right? Being in a tub and covered in gold. I was recommended a spot of therapy. I was feeling quite anxious, as I'm sure you understand. So it was recommended to me that I cover myself head to toe in my gold. That was reassuring. Definitely felt the pressure of my worldly possessions. Really kept me rooted to the moment. It taught me mindfulness. Tried swimming in a ball pit once, was terrifying. Imagine gold pit, right? Anxious was fantastic. Believe it or not, I actually spend hours upon hours every day practicing just saying the word anxious in a pompous oath of a voice. How you doing, Bottle? How you going? Hope you had a good weekend. Always your go-to plan for flying is to stay awake. That's always my plan B. It's always my plan B is I'll think to myself like, okay, I'll go to bed early and then I'll be up, awake, bright and early, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, 4 a.m, ready to jump on the flight. Cuts to me at like 10 p.m, still awake, just staring up at the ceiling like, okay, I can stay awake for another 6 hours and then I'm gonna conk out on the planet. It's gonna be so good. Voice sounds like Stewie if he was old. How dare you? It's my natural voice. Doing good, mate? Had some dinner, getting yourselves up for the night now? Yeah, fair. How was Avatar? How was Avatar? Hop. Okay, so it's, if it comes around like that. Hop. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do the thing again. Yeah, there we go. I've heckin' boffed the execution on that frick. Really, really liked it. Glad to hear. I heard that I'll speak vaguely. I heard that some of the new characters are very good. I've heard that one in particular is very, 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 very good. And some of the dynamics that go on there. Really glad that you liked it though. I'm planning on watching it in the next couple of weeks, so your seal of approval is appreciated. Realize the younger generations don't know what the Muppets are. But then if you call them Muppets, they don't... That sucks. So if I go, stop acting like a Muppet and like bop someone on the back of the head, they're gonna be like, what are you talking about? Ugh. Complaints you would have are valid and what others would probably say, but you just don't care about the flaws you saw because overall you just had such a good time. Yep. No, there's nothing spoilery about this. I've heard that it's a good time, but the pacing and overall length is incredibly bloated. But if you're enjoying the sandwich that you're eating, a bit of extra bloat is kind of appreciated, you know, sometimes. It's like, yeah, it makes it difficult on rewatches potentially, but I'm down for a bloated movie. I'm fine with that. Old Jimbo Cameron has earned my butt in the seat, I feel. Artistically, though, unbloody believable. Hell yeah. No, that's awesome. Elmo is a Muppet. Yeah, I think so. I think technically the puppets from Sesame Street technically are Muppets. But they're not the Muppets. They are Muppets, but they're not the Muppets. Does that make sense? Because the Muppets is the group, you know, Kermit, Miss Piggy, Fozzie, that whole... They are the Muppets. They are also Muppets. It's quite confusing. In the same way that the Beatles are the Beatles, but they're also Beatles, you know? Whereas like a stag beetle is a beetle, but isn't part of the Beatles, you know? Confusing terms, but it makes sense. Believe it is Elmo, Grouch, the brothers, and Cookie Monster are Muppets, and the rest are puppets. Interesting. Interesting that there would be a distinction. Elmo's one of the best Muppets. Define one of the best. Because if we're saying top three, it's competitive. It's high. Like Statler and Waldorf are tied for first, obviously. And then it's kind of like top three. Are we kicking out Kermit for Elmo? Surely not. It was long. Didn't really feel bored at any point. A lot goes on. Yeah, fair. Big Bird is a mascot though. Elmo is one of the puppets because the Muppets used to be on Sesame Street, but they separated. Kermit is on Sesame Street before Elmo. Really? Within the best, he's one of them. Get they them split. I don't know. I still feel as though we've left it open for wiggle room. I don't like it. Swedish Chef is your hear you out, and that's all you're gonna say. I mean, Swedish Chef is one of those instances where it's like, is it like a weirdly stereotyped thing? I honestly don't think it is, in the sense that I don't think anyone Swedish functions like the Swedish Chef. I don't think anybody's under the misconception that anybody Swedish acts like the Swedish Chef. So, like, is it stereotyping? Maybe? Maybe it's like, haha, speaking Swedish, can't understand? Maybe? It's tough. It's a tough one. The thing that blew you away the most is how it sort of reached the point where CGI and real actors being next to each other or even touching don't stand out anymore. Found your suspension of disbelief breaking because it was so perfect. Whoa. See, because, yeah, okay. Similar to when The Hobbit came out, when Peter Jackson put The Hobbit out in cinemas and had that running at 48 frames per second, I feel like a similar thing happened. It's not quite the same because there were other things in play with the breaking of immersion. But a lot of people were complaining about the fact that it felt like actors on a stage. It was too real. Like there wasn't that veneer of filmmaking kind of in the way, and that realness was too real. And it broke the immersion. Obviously, there were other elements, like you could tell where makeup was applied because it was too clear. You could tell where wigs were because it's, it was too clear or whatever. So it is slightly different, but interesting to hear that that it kind of got taken not too far, because it's probably fine, but still. The thing that blew you away most was Swedish chef doesn't even speak Swedish. Exactly. Your favourite thing, it's not the accent or really an impression to do, is the Swedish Fresh Chef of Bel-Air. We just sing the Fresh Prince intro but replace all the words with the noises the chef makes. Oh, that's amazing. That's so good. Oh god. Now obviously I've got the visual of like the Swedish chef hands where they're kind of like stuffed in the shirt sticking out, kind of like expressing. Oh my god, that's amazing. That's so good. The world of Muppets were just like, yeah, these puppets can move on and talk on their own. But that's the magic, right? Because everybody just takes it as gospel that like, yeah, I'm just talking to a little fluffy guy. Like logically, it's not a real being, but sometimes they interact and you're like, but they're both like touching. Yeah. They do some really, 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 really clever stuff with that. If you want to just leave it be magic, I won't say anything. But if you are curious, there are some techniques that they use that are heckin' sick. Breaking up the Muppets. No. All good. Chat can multitask. Chat's very good at it. Do you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs? Who wears wigs? That was it 2010? Was it 2010 that the first like Disney Muppets, not first, with Jason Segel, Amy Adams? That was so good. So good. Some of the real plates and magic stuff, yes. Its final result is very, very good. Wait, seeing where they'll splice in a clip. So they'll have the avatars or whatever running around doing avatar things, and then they'll just splice in a clip of somebody's hand reaching out to grab something, and they've gone through and like edited the hand so it looks avatar. Like they'll have hued the skin and stuff, but you just take it for granted. You're like, yeah, no, it's an avatar hand grabbing out and touching something. But then you see the fresh plate, and it's literally just a human hand. You're like, oh my god, I would never have, but it makes perfect sense. Of course, in order to make it look real, you splice in real elements, and then it kind of just scrambles your brain because you can't discern between. It's sick. It's so good. A used pipe cleaner? Yep. That's been a little sprinkled is a very good description. I mean, what can I say? I'm a fan of Jim Henson's work. Not even asking Google about used pipe cleaner, looking him up. Funny your answer. His name is Pepe. Oh, perfect. I mean, if it works. Don't judge the process. It's like the medium who's like walking around the house like hitting things with spoons. Don't interrupt him. He's brilliant. His approach works every time. Don't judge it. Just bask in the results. This house is full of ghosts. There he goes. Do. The process is very sensitive. Yeah. The process can't process whilst being judged like that. Is this on the wrong layer? Heck. if the Navi are 10 feet tall, how tall are the trees? Are they all redwood height? I believe that is the case, right? Where everything is just cranked up to 11. I think that's the wonderful thing about Pandora being so alien, is that they can kind of just be like, and the trees are 1 billion feet tall. I feel like fantasy has kind of lost that a little bit. Grounded fantasy has become quite in vogue, which is fine. I feel like Lord of the Rings has done like a really good job of championing like a more relatable fantasy, in the sense that you don't necessarily need to buy into the more fantastical elements. But I feel as though because of it, we're now in the era of like your Game of Thrones or your Aragons or your... I shouldn't use Aragon as an example of anything, actually. Your House of the Dragon, you know, like you're more... It is fantasy. There are dragons. It's just like that's the only thing stopping it. That's the only thing kind of keeping it in from being medieval. Just exclusively medieval is just it's medieval and there are dragons. That's it. People don't really use magic. Like there's no tempestral like magic storms. There are no like floating islands. There are no nothing. Whereas Avatar has kind of gone, okay, if you're not going to do high fantasy, we'll do high fantasy in high sci-fi. Let's go. And the heck, they've just been like, yeah, the Hallelujah Mountains. Yeah, like giant, like fantastical creature whales. Like, yeah, basically dragons. Yeah, they have like psychic powers. It's amazing. I like the fact that it kind of champions the more like out there elements of genre. It's cool. The heights are all skewed in One Piece. Luffy is like 5'5" at best. Luffy's 5'5", and then everyone he fights is like 10 foot something. Fields, come on, you got to hit me with something a little bit. A little bit better than that. I'll play ball. But that's barely hidden at all. Is Pokemon considered high fantasy and Gengar is 4 foot? I suppose. The issue that I have with Pokemon's world, I guess, is that they haven't really done the napkin maths. Apologies if I'm like stepping on people's toes with this, but I feel like Pokemon has so much potential for like, in this world, creatures with just like insanely powerful abilities exist. And what's the difference between Pokemon and our current world? Dogfights. That's it. It's just dogfights. That's the only difference. I know it's not entirely true. Like, it'll occasionally show like, this power generator is run by electrodes. But I feel like there should be so much more, you know? You'll occasionally have, there is a Corviknight taxi service. It's like, oh, that's awesome. Anything else like that? Not really? Cool, I guess. Can carry a large log or nose quick attack and stone bullet. I mean, that like those continuity errors, I suppose, are things that I don't mind as much. It's more, I feel like there's more potential to kind of go wacky with it. Hi, Raspberry. Posture check. Yeah, that's fair. I should actually also, I've been told by the Tavern that I should run ads because pre-rolls are currently active. So I'll quickly run a set of 3-minute ads. Hopefully you're not spirited away by them in the process. Because I mean, like, David Beckham is a handsome fella. I'll give him that, but he creeps me out. He creeps me out. He's one in a trillion. Let this boy shrimp. Hell yeah. I'll shrimp when I get back, I promise. Okay. I'm gonna go stretch my legs. I'm gonna go hydrate, grab a snack. If you've got to do any of these things, rest, do chores, whatever, now would be the time. I'll see you in a little bit, okay? Thanks for sticking around. Like the fully grown adult that I am, I picked up stringy string cheese. I've been looking for snacks recently that are a little bit on the healthier side of things, because I've been snacking in an unhealthy way across the last month or so. So I'm looking for alternatives. So we're trying string cheese. Wish me luck. Shouldn't have had that donut. That's tough. That's tough. What kind of donut? Just out of curiosity's sake. I'll do one more ribbon, I think. One more ribbon, and we'll spend enough time with ribbons. Onto the actual studies. Welcome back. Hi. Apologies if my snacking is coming through on the microphone. But yes, hi Raspberry, how you doing? Good morning. I'm not used to eating. Not used to eating on camera. For the longest time. I don't even know why. I had some sort of like don't eat on camera clause. It wasn't like I was concerned about any sort of fallout from it. Self-conscious, I guess. Okay. That's enough of ribbons for now, I think. Let's put a pause on that and instead move over to actual studies. I feel like we're warmed up enough. Lines, ribbons. No, not ribbons. Ribbons 1. You get it? You'd never let people watch you eat, so don't like it in any scenario. I mean, I don't know what it is. I think to myself, like, it'd be rude for people to, like, hear me munching and crunching on something. Like, maybe I eat with my mouth too open or something along those lines. And then I'll see other streamers that are just, like, crunching away with just no reserve whatsoever. And it amazes me. It amazes. That's incredibly brave. Streetscape. Gotta go. Having a Minecraft session with the boys. Enjoy, Besto. Enjoy. Thank you for stopping by. Old street alley. Okay, we're wanting something that has a bit of interesting lighting, maybe some interesting stickety-addity bits. You're having breakfast with me, no judgment. Oh, thank you. I have solidarity. Hell yeah. Ooh, this one's an interesting one. An alleyway in Prague? Okay. I'm not liking that crossover between... Yeah, I'll show what I'm looking at so that I'm not just muttering about things that you can't see. I don't like the intersection between the window and the lamp in the foreground. It feels a little bit too smushy for me. Like you can't tell what's what. So I will look for a different one. Judge Mahali, just don't judge the process. Cordial, not cordial. It's true. It's true. I mean, if I was so against being judged, it would be very, very, very difficult to stream, I feel. Very, 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 very difficult to stream. Although, thankfully, none of you are too judgmental. The one time that we had somebody judgmental turn up with big boots on, everybody in chat was like, who's this weirdo? And then he was banned within a couple of minutes. So I trust you. I trust you all. Street in Naples. Apparently there are some interesting views here. Any plans for the week? I've yet to finish my December image, tragically, because I've been in a puddle since Saturday, but I'll be getting that done within the next couple of days, and then I need to record the December thing. I'm super apprehensive about it. I don't know. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people seem so natural on camera. Ooh, here we go. I like this image a lot. There we are. Ba-boom. Heckin' sick. Kids go back to school this week and you go back to work. Another reason why people probably dislike January quite a bit. Understandable. 1350, 2160. Yeah, that works. Or maybe a bit too, maybe a little bit too tall actually. Canvas properties, let's make it 2000. There we go, works a little bit better. Try to be curious, not judgmental, i.e. wonder why he drew that, drew the wrong. That's fair, that's fair. Plus, I mean, there are times when legitimate mistakes are going to be made, but flawless artwork isn't necessarily the goal, you know? A natural 20 is ridiculous. Ridiculous start to the week. Hi Nocta, how you doing? A few notes. Was that your first roll of the new year? I believe so. No. I think you rolled on Friday. I believe you did. Did you? One of the first. Either the first or second. Just waking up before you got to go to the dentist. Don't let them have your teeth, okay? Everybody knows that dentists go after your teeth. They're hungry for them. It's actually what they use as sustenance. So if they're like, oh, you know what? Probably have to take your teeth. Say no. Just say no. You weren't there? Okay, then it probably was your first roll for the year. You've returned? Welcome back, Dust. How you doing? Don't disregard my warnings. They're legitimately made out of my concern. Yeah, no, exactly. If you get put under, if you let them put you under, that's when they strike. Munch. They eat all of them. Okay. Hup. It's horrifying. It is. Why do you think I've never been to the dentist?